Yahoo! Welcome back, traders and collectors. It is your favorite Poke Plumber. For today's Plumber Share of the Day, we have a very, very cool collection box. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Towering Splash GX box. It has a really cool Magikarp and Willard promo. This card in a PSA 10 is super, super low pop, very tough to grade, but guys, these collection boxes were everywhere and they're skyrocketing like no other. It does contain 2 Lost Thunder, 1 Celestial Storm, and 1 Steam Siege, but I just thought I'd share this with you because I'm sure many of you haven't seen this box. Used to be all over the places at Walmart, but hey, had to share it with you. And one other thing I do want to share with you guys is we just had Pitch Black release. If you're looking for an amazing, beautiful binder, huge shout out to the one and only The Unlucky Collector. Look how awesome the back of this binder is as well. You have a chandelier on the back, but go check him out, theunluckycollector.com, or check out his Instagram. Boom! Oh, lower back. Welcome back, traders and collectors. It is your favorite Poke Plumber, fleshing out the latest news and the hobby updates. Whether it's breaking leaks, verifying or market trends, I got the tools to keep your collection going and your profits flowing. What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Happy to be back. Sorry I didn't have an episode on Friday. It was my little brother's birthday on Thursday. So congratulations, his wedding on Thursday. Congratulations to Bobby and Amber. Love you guys. But yep, that's why we missed our episode. But we have a fun and spicy one today. We have madness going on. But before I get into that, we have to do our giveaways. Ladies and gentlemen, we were giving away 2 Bulbasaur PSA 10 promos. Huge shout out to Noah and Anthony. Congratulations to the one, to the only, drum roll please, Raheem1514. Congratulations, Raheem. All you have to do is shoot me a message on Instagram or email me to claim your prizes. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we do this with every new release. Logan's Pokeship gives me an acrylic, and I say, you know what? I have to put something in that empty acrylic. So guys, I am giving away a Minty Mint Pitch Black booster box. Oh, all you have to do is like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell notification, say it with me now, to enter your chance to win a Minty Mint Pitch Black booster box. If it's free, it's for me. Woo! That was a long intro. We have a fun one today. I mean, it feels like doom. It feels like gloom. It feels like it's all coming down and crushing us. Ladies and gentlemen, everything lately just feels different. It feels like we're being crushed. It feels like everyone's panic selling. It feels like this person has to get out. This person has to get out. Oh, I got to collect One Piece. I got to collect Magic. I got to collect Lorcana. We have PokeTubers that have Pokemon YouTubes, but now they have Lorcana YouTubes. Shout out to Team Rocket Joey. Scrooge McDuck. Shout out to Joey. And then even PokeChuck has now made a Lorcana YouTube. Does this mean that PokeTube is crashing? Pokepond is making his own little other YouTube. Everybody's leaving us, guys. But don't worry, I'll never leave you. It's not as bad as people are saying. Of course, we'll put the title, Crashing, Doom and Gloom, bup. And I will say one thing. I have a bunch of notes. Before I start looking at them, I'm just going to talk freely. What I've been noticing is I've been getting a crap ton of Instagram messages of people selling me Destined Rivals ETBs. People selling me, Pitch Black ETBs for next to nothing. Chaos Rising ETBs next to nothing. Perfect Order ETBs next to nothing. And every time I get these messages on Instagram, all I do is I click their little profile. I go click, click. And it's like a sneaker store in New York or a sneaker store in Brooklyn, even though they're both in New York. A sneaker store over here, sneaker store in California. It's all these sneaker places. And I mean, I'm gathering that they all have bots because that was always known in the sneaker world. So it's all people who are scalping, quick flipping product. Heck, I had a restaurant trying to sell me ETBs. And I'm looking and I'm like, okay, these are the people who don't give a crap about the hobby. They want a quick flip. They just want to make a business, right? And when you have all these things, all these ETBs coming out and they buy it at MSRP, but they're having trouble selling at MSRP, it starts to deter them away from the hobby. Heck, I've even had my LGS call me like 3 times since I've been gone, right, at my brother's wedding, saying, hey, we have a Pitch Black if you want to come and pick it up. Hey, we have a little bit extra, it's on time. Ladies and gentlemen, I love my LGS. I've dealt with them for years and years and years. But truth be told, the past 2 years, they dropped my allocation from, whatever amount it was to like 1 case here, 1 case of ETBs, 1 case of booster boxes. And that's fine. I'm grateful for that they were giving me. But now it's like mysteriously, oh, you can get more cases than 1. And then another LGS I haven't talked to in, I don't know, a year and a half. Oh, I have extra cases I can sell you. Oh, I have extra cases I can give you. Hey, do you need anything from Prismatic? Hey, do you need anything from Ascended? I can give you bundles a little bit lower than they are on the market. Are tides a-turning? Listen, before I say things are bad, things are crashing, everybody's selling, everybody's bugging out, guys, we're seeing booster boxes, we're not seeing $99 booster boxes. But I will say one thing. This is why I told you guys, focus on your Sword and Shield, focus on the Sun and Moon, focus on the XY, heck, focus on the early Scarlet and Violet. I said, be very careful with the newer stuff, because I knew so many people buying, Chaos Rising, buying cases and cases of Chaos Rising, buying cases of Phantasmal Flames at $525, buying cases of, the Chaos Rising ETBs. And now the prices are dropping. ETBs are dropping. And you had all the people pushing the new stuff. I said, guys, what happens, right? This is why I think we're good. Whoever listens to me, thank you. I think we're going to thank each other because we both did pretty well. You saw everybody going all in on the newer product, And now we're seeing like everything, ETBs come out dropping around MSRP, maybe heading lower. We don't know yet. Maybe if you buy big quantities, potentially. But you saw people buying the Destined Rivals ETBs at $290, $300, right? Yeah, it was like double the price, and now they're like I think people are selling them at $135 a piece. We're not even quite there yet, right? $135 for a specialty set. It's not the greatest. Yes, it's Destined Rivals. Maybe it would be like buying an Evolving Skies ETB. So maybe there is potential there. I'm not going to say there's not. But now people are starting to feel the wrath a little bit. They're like, okay, I paid when this was an all-time high, but I thought this goes up overnight. I thought this goes up in 2 weeks and I can flip it for double the price. And now people are like, oh crap, I bought this 1 box and I paid $500 for a Paldea Evolved box. And now it's like $420, $430 on eBay. What the hell's going on? I don't like the feeling of this. Let me sell at a loss to go and move into, Magic Collector's boosters. Let me sell for a loss to go into One Piece. I mean, OP05, it's over $1,000. Let me go get collector's boxes. Let me go buy Phyrexia at $1,000, right, for a collector's booster. Guys, I don't think you understand. I bought those collector boxes at like $230, right? Phyrexia, all one will be one. And they sat there for year after year after year after year, and then they shot straight up. But now people want to get into an entry point when they're hitting all-time highs. Guys, collector's boxes felt like it took forever. Kamigawa boxes sat, and now it's up to $550. But now people want to get it. Yeah, Final Fantasy is good. Lorwyn, I think is a great purchase right now in the 400s. Strixhaven is a great purchase in high 400s, low 500s. Like, yeah, the newer stuff that's serialized, but when people are going to these sets that have hit an all-time high when they could have just bought them when they came out or sat and then dropped in price. Like, I think Dominaria United is still like a $350 box. And when it came out, people were paying $300 for it. Guys, these Lorcana boxes have ran up really high. These One Piece boxes are hitting really high. The Lorcana boxes are through the roof. And now you want to get there? Now you want to buy it when it's at all-time highs? But you don't want to buy Pokemon when it has been cut in half? Listen, I watched Rudy's video. I love Rudy. Shout out to Rudy. Shout out to PCG Gaming. If you want, click the logo. I have a little code now. Click the link below, Plumber10, and go get your cards graded. $20, and it doesn't take 5 years to get them back. But anyways, Yeah, Rudy's excited that Magic is doing way better now, right? Magic's outperforming Pokemon. Everybody's talking about it now. He has a lot of money into Magic, right? So yes, when Magic is doing well, shout out to him. He was one of the few that believes in collector's boxes. But now for people to start moving in on all these other TCGs at all-time highs is kind of dumb to me. It's kind of dumb. It doesn't mean you just turn your back on Pokemon and say, all right, I'm done. That's it. Sword and Shield stagnant. Want nothing to do with it. Scarlet Violet stagnant. Some boxes dropped. I want nothing to do with it. Mega Evolution era. Screw that. That's dead. I want nothing to do with it. Sets are small. We don't give a shit. We're done. This is when you say, okay, it can get worse. Absolutely. Prices have been cut in half in some instances. This is when you take advantage of it. You don't get nervous, right? I bought these collection boxes. I like playing Magic. I told you guys, Magic is my first TCG I ever started because my dad and his friends used to give me alpha and beta lands and I would just stack up on lands. Still have them. But like, Pokemon has always had the nostalgia for me. I told you guys that once it didn't go straight up, people were going to be like, oh, I don't have any nostalgia for Pokemon. I just wanted to make money, so I'm going to sell. And now this person's selling. Sneaker stores are selling, right? Everybody was greedy when it was hitting all-time highs. I'm not selling anything. It's going to double. It's going to triple. It's going to quadruple. And now it drops. People start bugging and they have to sell. And they're selling when it drops more and more. And they're taking a loss and putting their money into stuff that's at an all-time high. Yeah, Magic could potentially do better. Yeah, Final Fantasy collector's boosters can be $2-3 grand one day. I don't disagree with that. But taking your money and selling and taking a loss makes no sense to me. I think it's good for the hobby, but like I said, we're not at the point, like this isn't a crash. I could put a post right now and put fair prices and I guarantee you I could sell out of everything. Last time I put up a post, things sold pretty freaking fast. There were some things that sat, but I priced it a little stronger, right? Pokemon, things are still selling. You can still sell collection boxes. You can still sell tins. It isn't a situation where you can strictly only sell booster boxes, where you can only, sell PSA 10s. PSA 9s aren't a thing. PSA 8s aren't a thing. We're not seeing $100 booster boxes. We're not seeing booster boxes in the $90. No store is taking a loss right now, unless they bought something on the secondary market. But if they got it from distro, nobody's taking a loss. This is not a crash. If this is a crash, then that terrifies me. That means Pokemon's so strong. If we're only going to see Perfect Order at $170, that's terrifying. That should be like $130 box, $140 box at most, right? The set's not that great. And people will be like, well, compare it to Sun and Moon because Sun and Moon sets were way worse than Perfect Order. I agree. But at the time, Pokemon didn't give us, an Ascended Heroes, a Prismatic Evolutions, Evolving Skies, Cosmic Eclipse, a Team Up, Destined Rivals. They didn't spoil us, okay? Things are different now. It's not just like XY era where we got a small set, but we got a couple full arts, a couple secret rares. Yes, Perfect Order, in theory, if you look at all the years of Pokemon, is an okay set. Pitch Black is an okay set. I opened 3-4 boxes. I pulled the Zeraora, that was my chase. Didn't pull the Darkrai, but I completed the illustration rares. I started doubling the illustration rares. Very easy to pull, very easy, fast, make a master set. It's very easy, which is awesome. I think Pokemon kind of did it on purpose. But when I'm looking at these things, I'm like, okay, Pitch Black, not the strongest set. Chaos Rising, I personally love Chaos Rising. Gives me the Lumiose feel that we're in the Kalos region, right? I love Chaos Rising. Mega Evolution, super solid set. Phantasmal Flames, another mid-tier set, but it has the Zard. So it's like, I said that once we got 3 mid-sets in a row, that we could see a lot of chaos, a lot of disruption. People start selling off. And we nailed that, guys. We've been nailing so many things. It's like, it's so obvious, but it isn't to many. When everyone is panicking, this is when you take advantage. Start buying, right? Maybe start buying a little bit heavier. Maybe things are going to drop more. People are like, all right, well, it's only dropped 20% off its all-time highs. I'm saying avoid the slabs. I believe the slabs truly are going to be the most volatile, right? The sealed product didn't grow the way the slabs did. Didn't boom the way the slabs did. So we're not going to see them as volatile. But I'm telling you, every slab auction, chilled. We talk about that all the time. Now it's the sealed's turn. to drop a little bit in price, and then you slowly stack them, slowly stack them. If Chaos Rising drops to $150 in ETP, yeah, maybe start stacking them. If Pitch Black drops to $130, $140 a booster box, I meant to say booster box for Chaos, start stacking them slowly but surely. Pitch Black, I wouldn't pay a cent over $200, guys. I'm just being honest. Wait and see what happens. Wait for the second run, right? We're kind of at the wait and see point again, right? It's not just hurry up and buy, hurry up and buy. But Plumber, the 30th is around the corner. Everyone's going to go crazy. Guys, I'm already seeing product, getting opened on the secondary market. It's not even released yet. Like, it's shady. There's already stuff out there. People are going to try to quick flip and, get out of it. And they're like, yeah, but after that you have Delta Rain, so the sets are going to be stronger, so there's going to be even more of a craze. Listen, most of the people that came here, right, the reason we started seeing prices go through the roof was because of the scalpers, the quick money, the quick flip mentality. When you have, 9 months of just products staying like flat for the newer product that they can't quick flip, you're going to have a lot of people leave the hobby, okay? I'm not going to say all the scalpers are going to leave, but we're going to see a nice little drop off of scalpers saying, shit, I lost all this money. I'm not doing that again. I couldn't even pay off my credit card, right? We hear stories with the Pokemon Center right now that there was a scalper able to get $30,000 worth of product, right? A scalper, right? Because they have all these different IP addresses. They adjust their like front door, side door, right window, left window. And Pokemon hasn't even adjusted that. So we're still dealing with bullshit with the Pokemon Center. And the thing is, billion-dollar IP can't figure out bots in their system and still send it to them. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. That was a nightmare. Yes, we're going to see the 30 get scalped insanely, right? To high heavens. Don't fall for it. I think the 30th comes out and it's going to drop. I think Ascended Heroes, when we get these booster bundles in the end of July, I think we're going to see Ascended Heroes pack prices drop in value. It's going to be your opportunity. I think don't fall for the 30th FOMO. I'm starting to say, okay, I pre-ordered ETB cases, right? And GameStop is selling the ETBs for less than I pre-ordered them. It doesn't feel good. Am I going to get sick? Am I going to, flip it for a loss? Absolutely not. You have to learn how to have patience, hold, and be okay with things staying flat and stagnant, right? It's always the crypto mentality now. Like, people don't know how to be patient. Guys, stocks take forever to go up, right? It can take, 5, 10, 15 years of just slow, gradual gains. Everybody wants to buy something and then be like, all right, I bought this for $150, I could sell it for $300. It's not where we're at least not right now, at least not in the Pokemon world. So now, while all that money is going into Magic, all that money is going into One Piece, all that money is going into Loricana, you stay here and you take advantage of it. It's so simple, but yet everybody wants to chase that high. They want to chase the quick flip. They want to chase where the money is. Let them go. Sit back and now take advantage and take, opportunity after opportunity. And if it drops more people will panic, and then you just keep buying up. Keep working your 9 to 5, keep making money, and keep sporadically dumping it into here, Put a little in your Roth IRA, put a little bit in your S&P. Hell, you want to put it in SpaceX? I'm putting money in SpaceX, put a little bit in SpaceX. Just don't go chase new all-time highs in other TCGs. Pokemon's always going to be here. Pokemon's always going to be a part of the big three, right? Magic's doing cool shit. If they're going to do Zelda, that's going to be insane. They're doing Hobbit. There's no serialized cards in Hobbit. So now people are going to complain. Boxes are going to come out strong, might stay stagnant. I don't know. The Marvel set, everyone said it was going to be a Spider-Man set. That didn't happen. Marvel's doing pretty well. I bought a couple collector's boosters. I don't even like the Universe Beyond. But with the Zelda thing, yeah, now people are going to start looking at Magic. Hey, Rudy has a huge influence. So yeah, a lot of people that watch his stuff are going to buy Magic. Heck, back then, the reason that I got into Kamigawa and I started playing with these sets is because my LGS was like, hey, play with us one night. And that's what I did. I sat there and I played with them. And I said, okay. At the time, it was play boosters it was set boosters and draft boosters. So I'd buy a set booster and I would grab a collector's booster. And then I started grabbing 2 collector's boosters of Brothers War, Phyrexia, right? And then another set booster. but that's different, right? Now I think it's just like play boosters. And then when Final Fantasy came, I got an inner of collector's boosters, and then I got a case of play. So it's like I always dabbled a little bit here and there, but I'm not going to go out there and buy these things at all-time highs, and neither should you. Be smart with your money. Be safe with your money. Sword and Shield, still stagnant, right? Now people will start to be afraid of the Mega Era. What if they go back and we just got all those Destined Rivals ETBs? So what if they start printing this? So I'm not saying that's gonna happen with the Scarlet and Violet Era, but hey, people might be afraid of the Scarlet and Violet Era and now go to, Sword and Shield. It just takes time. People are gonna flip-flop all the time. You just need to stay in your lane, stay where you're comfortable, stay where you have knowledge, and I'm not saying to dabble in other places, but make sure you have education before you do that. Don't go buy these boxes at all-time highs. That's all I'm saying. You can have fun. You can switch hobbies. It is what it is. But I'm saying just don't make the mistake and take a loss. Yeah, it's just like I have so many people asking me questions now about One Piece, like asking me questions about, Lorcana. Guys, I don't know much about Lorcana. I know I have some cases, shout out to Joey, but like that's it. I don't buy a new set of Lorcana. I never did that. Magic I did, One Piece I did, Pokemon I did. I don't want to start, going from this set to this set to this set and start affecting like my allocations with Pokemon. Like I need to focus where I'm comfortable. Anyways. Okay. So this is what I was saying. So now when I have my comic place calling me and saying, hey, we have product. Now they have The Hobbit coming out, so now they're going to need money. So this is why I'm saying not to buy Pitch Black at $200. Guys, I can see a race to the bottom with Pitch Black, right? The consensus right now is, Pitch Black is mid, I don't want it. You have a bigger YouTuber saying, yeah, this set's trash. It's really easy to pull the IRs. So we could see Pitch Black drop even more before we even get the second wave. And then the second wave can come, and then bam, $160, $170 boxes. We're seeing Chaos Rising pave the course. We're seeing Perfect Order pave the course. They said we would never see boxes in $100 again, that this was the norm. I get news for you. That's why I always told you guys to be careful. One of the few channels not always bullish, right? We pulled back and we were safe and we were smart. There's going to be opportunity. That's it. It's like week after week, I say it's opportunity. And I don't know if I want to get into the past, but let me just read my notes real quick. Yeah, I mean, for the first time in a long time, right? I went into Target. The shelves had like 3 different sets on there. I was like, what the crap? Since when does Target have product, right? I was going Nito hunting with my daughters. We went to Five Below, and they had Pokemon product on the back shelf. And I'm like, okay. I said, now we're 2 for 2, and I'm in a populated area. What the heck's going on? Then we go to my my LGS. Their walls are fully stocked right now. And I'm like, holy crap. Like, is this the turn right now? Is this where, like, things just halt? Like, it's happening. And people are sick about it. But instead of being sick, be happy about it. Be happy about it. Let me see how long this video is, because there's a couple other things I want to get into, but I just don't want to make it too long. I mean, we're only at 23 minutes. Yeah, screw it. Okay. All right. So right now, I do want to talk about the XY era and what's going on with the XY era, because I've been able to watch it now for the past couple weeks. I can watch what people are doing, what people are buying. So you have these really big whatnot guys, right? And I'm telling you, this is why right now when everything's horizontal, you kind of have to take advantage of this, because I don't know how long the XY era is going to remain flat or in the negative. Not negative because it's so high up, but what they're doing right now is they're going around and they're grabbing tin after tin. This is a bad example. This is not an XY tin, but they're going around and they're getting tin after tin after tin, and they're buying collection box after collection box after collection box, because the booster boxes have a little bit more premium, and they're bringing them their channels and they're ripping. I don't want to say anyone's names directly, but that's kind of what they're doing, guys. They're not touching the vintage product, unless you're a big streamer. But they're solely going after the XY, the Sun and Moon. Even some of them are starting to move into Sword and Shield, which is crazy, because I saw someone's posting like looking for a Sword and Shield product, and I was like, why? Like, I just wanted to ask him. He's like, we're ripping a lot of it, which is crazy, because like the pull rates are horrible. But it sounds like people do want to, start with these whatnot guys, they can't exceed a certain amount of money per pack, right? With these bigger streamers, they like to be anywhere between like the 50 range to 150 to $200 range per pack. And that's where they can really sell a lot. And that's just what they're doing. And now with Evolving Skies, they can charge, you know, $50 to $70 a pack, depending what that is. And people are opening it. I saw some girl, she was like, I guess like an OnlyFans girl, and she was like, I'm opening the best Pokemon set ever. And it was actually a Brilliant Stars ETB, right? And I was watching it and I'm like, okay, so now like this girl has a huge following. She's talking about Brilliant Stars. I was like, shoot, is that gonna make Brilliant Stars come up? So like, right now, it's just flat. These are opportunities. These are big opportunities that I don't think people understand. We had Roaring Skies sit at $500 for year after year after year. Brilliant Stars sitting at five to six, year after year after year. And then it's just gonna pop. It's just gonna run. Anyways, Black Bolt, White Flare, even though that's probably one of the few sets right now that is ticking up in price, right? A lot of things stagnant, but Brilliant Stars, not Brilliant Stars, Black Bolt, White Flare, ticking up. Surging Spark, slightly ticking up. Destined Rivals, dropping. So that's what you buy, right? When all these other things are ticking up, you gotta act fast and get it now, or you gotta, what am I doing, Nick? It's been like a week since I filmed, it feels like. But anyways, take these opportunities, buy now, that's it. I don't see like, this is what I said a long time ago. I don't see the Sword and Shield and the XY and the Sun and Moon dropping in value, right? It's just going to be stagnant. These are items that are not going to drop in price. Even if this all crashes around us, this is why I always tell you, I felt the safest here. Or Scarlet and Violet, felt the safest there. We just have to, I don't know, I don't want to say act fast because I think it does get worse. And I think when the 30th comes, I think you'll have like a slight like balloon. And then I think it's going to come right back down. Delta Rain comes out, kind of going to be like Evolving Skies after the 30th or 25th. And then it just like cools down from there. I don't see this going back up this time. I don't see it exploding how it's been the past years. I feel like this is going to be a little balloon at the 30th. And then I think it just settles down and goes down and down and down and down. And I'm talking more so, about the newer sets that come out. I don't think that fast money is going to be here. I think we hit the top. And I'm calling it now. I feel like we hit the top. That's just how I feel. And I'm not the only one. There's so many bigger people in this hobby, bigger than me, that are saying, I feel like this gets way worse. And I don't mean to sound pessimistic, but that's why I said safe money's in Sword and Shield. Safe money's in, you know, a little bit older than that. Safe money's early Scarlet and Violet. Be careful the new stuff. Delta Rain probably going to come out 250, 300, and then maybe do the same thing. 200s, 190, 180. I'm telling you guys, a lot of scalpers left. I don't know. I really want to open this box. So instead of me talking in the rest of this video, I really want to open this because this is how it came in. And it's absolutely trash, but you have a Breakthrough, Evolutions, Face Collide, and a Steam Siege. So I think I'm just going to open this. And without me editing, should I do that? Yeah. I'm doing it. We just got to clip this. Oh man, we could just make this in one go. Let's do this. Yeah, I just really wanted to open. That's all I wanted to do. Bam, baby. Look at that. It's like the 2010 background. We got lighting. We got sleeves. Yeah. Boom. We're opening it. All right. If you're here, if you're still here, oh no, there's a jewel. Don't jewel, kids. We're going to open this Volcanion Mythical Collection box. It has really cool promos. No editing, because I like to make it nice and simple. But here you have the Volcanion Mythical Collection. I will show you the promos, but full steam ahead with Volcanion. So you get a full art promo, 5 more foil promos, 5 Pokemon TCG booster packs, a code card for the Pokemon trading game online. Let's do this. Yeah, I just really wanted to open this. and it's just been staring me in my eye. And I could keep talking about the market, but like, guys, I think I'm gonna start doing things that like I enjoy. Like I have a really cool video planned for you guys. It's just like the editing. See like how horrifying it was for me to edit? I'm like, oh no, I have to edit. So let me pop this bad boy. It's got dust on it. This has been begging to be open now for a long time. All right, let's see. We'll get the packs out. We'll get the promos out. There we go. Because it had some really cool promos. I'll show you guys. All right, so we got the sleeves. All right, let's sleeve these bad boys up. This is really, really what I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so first promo we have is going to be the Celebi promo. I feel like the lighting is not that good right now. Okay, so we have the Celebi promo. Next, we have the Keldeo promo. Yeah, it's pretty badass. I like that promo a lot. Next, we have personally my favorite out of this entire box. Wait till you see this. The Darkrai promo. Look how freaking brilliant that is. That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Next, we have, like, guys, these boxes are stacked with the promos. The Victini promo. It looks like a little, like, Universal Cosmos is coming out of. That's really neat. And then we have two more. Next, we have the Jirachi promo. Bam, baby. Another solid promo. And last but not least, my favorite Volcanion promo, Volcanion card, not promo, Volcanion card out there. Yes, I like this more than the Secret Rare. It was just always different and it's super nostalgic to me. So here we have the Volcanion, and then we will have the packs. So let's get into this. Oh, why is this going backwards? There we go. All right, baby, we got a great pack selection. If you're still here, say S tier pack selection. All right. Yeah, here we go. I guess we're going to start off. I kind of like Steam Siege. You know what? Because I'm going secret hunting. So we're going to start off with Evolutions. I think it's kind of trying to like zoom in on the Typhlosion for some reason. So we're starting with Evolutions. Depending on how these code cards are. There we go. Code card for you. And let's get this going. So we have a Tangela, Poliwag, Seal, Magikarp, card, Energy, Poliwag, and a Zapdos Hollow. We take that all day. Super nostalgic with the Zapdos Hollow. I will do the pack trick after this. You know what? I am going to do the pack trick from now on. So we'll sleeve that bad boy up. We love the Zapdos, and I just love opening XY. Ladies and gentlemen, it's just getting older and older. A lot of this stuff is a decade old. Like, look at this. The Pokemon Legacy Evolves. 2016. This is a decade old now. Isn't that wild? Evolutions is 10 years old. And like, what world? In what world is this a 10-year-old set? 3 from the back because it's XY. Fire Energy. Whoa. Yeah, it was 3. What? Something? What happened there? Pikachu. Machop. Growlithe. Onix. Nidoran. Mewtwo Reverse. That's a solid Mewtwo. Far-fetched. But the Mewtwo, we do take that reverse all day. Man. See, that's the thing is, like, we all hated Evolutions, and back then we were like, it's a fake base set! It's a fake base set! We can buy base set packs for $25! Now it's a little more cheaper and fun to open this. Isn't it crazy how far we've gone? Alright, baby. It's time to go secret hunting. Here we go. Dual Powers Clash. Steam Siege, we are obviously chasing the Gardevoir. I mean, there's a full art Steelix that I would love to pull. Okay, there we go. Man, I mean, any full art I'd be happy with. Any secret, obviously, I'd go crazy. All right, Nidorino, Monferno, Special Charge, Fungus, Mankey. Guys, XY just hits so different. Look at the Shellos. They're just happy, having fun. Two cute little guys. Dino, Larvesta. Like, look at that art. I love the art. Halucha, uncommon. It's not a rare. Followed by a Shiftry Hollow. You had the dual colors. I remember that. It was like dual, yeah. I think this is one of the few sets that ever do that too. Dang it. I didn't want to get a hollow out of Steam Siege. Because it's like, I mean, we're 2 for 3 right now. 2 for 3. That's really rare, guys. XY is brutal, especially in the collection boxes. So next we have Fates Collide. One of my favorite sets. The Alakazam's going absolutely wild. Reality shifts and is remade. Oh, man. 4 Umbreon, 4 Alakazam, Alakazam Secret. Oh, see, it's like there was no consistency. I mean, you never know. You never know. We're just going to run it. Fairy Garden, Shuckle, Cinccino, Volibee, Larvitar, Cottony, Koffing, Spoink. Oh, that's solid. That is a solid reverse. We take that all day. Followed by a Snorlax. But ladies and gentlemen, like, that is a beautiful card. That is a beautiful reverse. Guys, believe it or not, back then, like, if you pulled a reverse, like, it's a rare. It's a hit. Holy crow. The only thing on this is it's heavy on the bottom. Oh, come on. Focus. Stop focusing on the back. There we go. Like, look at that. It's actually in really good shape. Really good shape. Man, this video's probably not going to do that well, but it's okay. We're 37 minutes in, but I had to do an opening. All right, I don't want to ruin it. I'm not looking at the code card. We're just going to go straight through on this bad boy. We have a Woobat, Axew, Remoraid, Spritzee, Cyndaquil. This is so nostalgic for me. Cyndaquil is one of my favorite Pokemon. I pulled so many of these. Chespin. Love Chespin. One of my favorite starters from the Kalos region. Followed by a Bronzong. Vanillish. Qualadine. And a Bohemian. And there is your code card. That's so crazy. Why is it? See? There's no rhyme or reason. There should have been hit in there. That's that, folks. I appreciate you guys. I will catch you on the next one.